What's up, weirdo? Shade Tree Surgeon here in front of the future Adderley House for Young Women and also in front of a Yamaha FJR. The Yamaha FJR is the very definition of a sleeper, mostly because a lot of people just kind of forget about it. They sleep on it, and it is a sleeper because that's 140 horsepower, 1300cc inline four inside a bike that looks like it's ready to drive Miss Daisy around. Maybe it's because the FJR is definitely more of a European bike that people forget it exists. I think more along the lines of the Honda ST 1300, also a rocket ship, and a few of the other touring bikes that really put the sport in sport touring. Of course, here in America, the Goldwing is the king, baby. It was made for America, for Americans, and these things are definitely more European bikes, but if you like to go fast and weigh a whole hell of a lot less, this is your guy right here. Trust me, I love a Goldwing. I also like to go fast every once in a while, and when I want to do that, the FJR is what I'm looking for if I still want to be comfortable. To me, it splits the difference between a Goldwing and something like a Kawasaki Concourse, which is actually a little too aggressive for me. Kawasaki Concourse has me putting a little too much weight on my hands and wrists, and I don't like it that much. The FJR splits the difference perfectly while still being an absolute monster on the streets. The guys who love them absolutely love them. There was a guy here from Tampa who used to have a cigar channel named Brian Glenn who had an FJR, and he took that thing around everywhere. Used to be a guy back in the day called Marshmallow FJR. I wonder if he's still out there watching the channel or still making videos at all. But there is a reason that this Yamaha FJR is on the channel right now, and that's because we are giving away 4 motorcycles to benefit Forgotten Angels and help build the Adderley House for Young Women. The Adderley House for Women, which is sitting behind me, well, the future Adderley House for Women anyway, is a place where young women, teen mothers who have aged out of the foster care system, who are in danger of repeating the cycle. Young women who have kids of their own and don't know how to take care of them, don't have anywhere to go, need someone to help them and mentor them and guide them. Well, that's what that house is going to be right back there, and this motorcycle is going to help us do it. If you didn't know, we're giving away 4 motorcycles. Well, we've given away 1 motorcycle already. We were down to 3 motorcycles. We started with a Goldwing, an XR150, a Yamaha Super Tenere, and of course a Harley-Davidson Sportster 48. Well, we can't not have a touring bike in there because somebody already picked the Goldwing when we pulled that winner. We're pulling another ticket for someone to choose between the bikes this Wednesday at 9 p.m. and we couldn't not have a touring bike in there, so now we're putting the FJR into the mix as well, so we still have all 4 bases covered. We got touring, cruiser, dirt bike, and adventure bike. The choice is yours, baby, but for right now, I'm gonna choose to grab Miss Chloe Cox and take this FJR for a spin before somebody picks it. Don't know if the dress is gonna work on the bike. Unless you're sitting side saddle.
Like,
oh, all right. Actually, you know what? That works fine. Hike it up, baby. Let's see how you look on there. How's that gonna work with a dress? Oh, it's very stretchy. That's gonna work just fine, actually.
Cammy gave it to me.
All right, kiddo. Let's freaking ride, dude. I have about enough of hurricane stuff. Hurricane might not have had enough of us, but I've had enough of hurricane stuff. Let's ride some motorcycles. Maybe get you a girl who can do both. Chloe's been pulling not single duty, not double duty, triple duty. Not only has Miss Chloe Cox been fulfilling all your Brapstar orders, she's full-time on the team now. When you're being mean to customer service, this is the face you're being mean to. Not only has she been doing that, but she's also been busting ass cleaning up the property at Forgotten Angels. And on top of that, she's ready to go on a motorcycle ride, look beautiful on camera, and make me feel like $1 million when she's hanging on my back. And on top of that, she's also learning how to ride. Put down in the comments below what kind of motorcycle you think old Chloe Cox should get. This motorcycle actually sounds pretty damn good, dude. Get your cooter on the scooter. It's time to ride. We've been working hard. We deserve a day off, me and Chloe. Chloe's been busting ass over at Forgotten Angels. Me, I'm mainly in the supervision department, but it's still hard work, okay? I'm trying so hard not to get annoyed with people who are, and I really am, because I know they mean well, but the people who are just like, well, I can't believe you aren't using that, saving that wood. All them oak trees that are down, why aren't you saving that wood? I'm like, dude, there is literally tens of thousands of tons of oak trees on the ground right now and people's houses still look like that under feet of water. You think anybody's really worried about saving wood for in a place where we don't heat our winters, where it only gets down to about 55 degrees? Like, no, dude. And I got people going like, well, they should recoup some of their costs by planing the wood and making planks out of it. I'm like, bro, you got someone with a foot of water in their house, 4 oak trees. They got something like 7,000 pounds of oak down in their yard. They just need to get it out so they can get in there and start fixing their house and make it livable again. You think that they're gonna go out, buy a planing machine, take this oak tree, turn it into boards, and also sell it while also still trying to go to work, while also still trying to rebuild their lives, while also like, dude, buy a clue. I'm sorry, and I know maybe it's just because I'm here in it, living it, that it makes me a little more annoyed with it. But if you just take 2 seconds to stop and think about it, and think about if you were in that situation, do you think that planing an oak tree into boards so you could sell the boards to make some money, you think that's going to be the first thing on your mind? Or is just surviving and figuring out how you're going to get ice and how you're going to cook food? That's probably going to be a little higher on your priority list, dude. Like, come on. Love you guys. I love you guys. And I get it. It's, you know, some people are just suggesting it. Like, I understand, but come on, man. This FJR is freaking nice, man. Newer model, ABS. It's only got 30,000 miles on it. This bike is, again, absolutely nothing wrong with it. It is ready to go. This is going to make somebody an amazing motorcycle, especially if you don't have a touring motorcycle. Let's say you got a Sportster or a Dyna or something that, you know, you could tour on. This would be an amazing second motorcycle, not just for touring, but also for commuting with the bags. If it was my bike, I'd probably throw like a big metal ADV style top box on the back there and have at it. After that, I wouldn't change a thing. Very slowly, life is starting to come back to some semblance of normalcy. Well, the new normal anyway. And it definitely was nowhere near as bad as it could have been, that's for sure. Still more than a few places are underwater, man. Really sad to see. And even more places haven't even started getting their trees cleared off their property yet so they can start to rebuild their homes. And you look over here, and looking at that lake and them palm trees, it's like the hurricane never even happened, man. Woo. Boy, the FJR, this bike could get you in trouble real quick. We'll go ahead and call this bike the Spanish Inquisition because nobody sees it coming. Oh man, that guy's property is still completely underwater as well. God damn, dude. Crazy. The Alafia really just came over the banks. It's just the high tide coming in with all that rainwater that still like just has not absorbed into the aquifer. I don't know if I seem callous or if I seem weird or what it is, but it's like you still have to live your life. You still have to go out and enjoy yourself. Oh, these power lines are all still down here. We got power back. I'm so thankful for that. Dude, linemen out here working tirelessly, dude. 16 hours on, 8 hours off, 7 days a week with no end in sight. These guys are freaking superheroes, man. Now we're just going down the road and I offered all the linemen to come back to Forgotten Angels and get some beers. They wanted to. I could tell that they're in the mood for some beers, but you know, they just couldn't do it, man. They've just got too much work to do where they can't even have time to drink a beer after they get off. Ooh, and I hit the brakes, those Yamaha linked brakes, and all of a sudden I'm reminded that one Miss Chloe Cox is on the back. The Mormon Glide, it ain't. The Goldwing likes to keep things nice and separated. The FJR, baby, it's a little more tactile. FJR is one of those bikes, and I know you guys know what I'm talking about, that all of a sudden you think you're doing a normal speed and you look down, you're doing like 85 miles an hour and it feels like 35. Ooh, look at that. And we got the electric adjustable windshield. Oh, just took all that buffeting right out, baby. Dude, I can freaking lift my visor up and still talk to you guys. Not a lick of air. It's still a little warm in Florida, so I don't know how long I'll leave it like this, but it is nice to have the option. I couldn't blame someone if they pick this FJR. I am going to be a little bummed out because now that I'm on it, I of course love it because it's fast as hell. It's super comfortable, and Chloe likes being on the back. That always makes me take a little more shine to a motorcycle. So I wouldn't be surprised if somebody picks it, but if it's only in the raffle for the 24 hour, because we're announcing it right now. I don't know if this video is going to come out the day before the raffle or the day of the raffle that we pull it, Wednesday. I'm not sure which day we're going to do it because we're going to live stream. Whoa, take it easy. I can do that too, though. Anyway, I don't know if this bike is going to be on the raffle docket and available to be picked for like 24 hours or maybe only like 4 hours or something like that. Then I won't get to ride it as much because someone will, again, this is going to be one of y'all's bikes. It's not going to be a bike that I have access anymore. Once somebody wins the bikes, I usually stop messing around with them because, you know, it's like I'll ride them a little bit just to keep them going, but I don't want to put too many miles on somebody's bike. FJR will be a perfect one to fly down to Florida and ride it back home on your own adventure before it starts getting cold in case somebody from up north or out west wins it. Fly you down to Florida, we'll go out on a fishing trip, come on vacation, leave on probation, baby. You can stay at Forgotten Angels, we'll have a great time. We'll send you home with a hangover and enough gas money to get there. And hopefully not bail money, but you know, if necessary. We'll burn that bridge when we get there, okay? Oh, you sound like a boy racer on this thing. I think the hardest thing that whoever the future owner of this FJR is gonna have is getting home without a speeding ticket. I don't want to get too wild. The cops have had their hands full and they're not looking too hard at people being hooligans, but things are starting to go back to normal and the fuzz is starting to sniff around again, so let's keep it kind of cool. They're starting to enforce the rules of the road again, much to my dismay. Not everything is back open yet, so I'm just trying some of the old standbys. Let's go ahead and see if Three Bulls Tavern is back in business yet. You know, part of you feels bad. You don't want to go places because, you know, you don't want to have people to have to work during the hurricane, but people have to work, and so waitresses and bartenders and people who work in the kitchen, all these guys, they have to go back to work because they got to earn money, man. Just because there was a hurricane doesn't mean that everything magically turns off. I think it's also a good thing to get out there, spend a little money in your local economy, make sure you tip your local waiter, your local bartender, go out and spend some money at local businesses, man. Part of getting back to normal and making sure everything functions like it should. Is this place open? No, they aren't. Oh, bummer. That's all right. We'll try somewhere else. I'm sure they will be eventually. You know, not everybody is back open yet. That's all right.
When life gives you limes, squeeze them.
What can I say? My girl's got a talent, all right? Hey, Blissful Ellie was just in town, and let me tell you what, you get Cami Bay, Blissful Ellie, and Chloe all in the same room, and the girls are still having fun stepping on things, okay? I don't know what you guys think it's like to have a bunch of girls over your house, but I'm gonna tell you right now, about the most unhinged stuff has been happening that I can possibly think of, and it's only getting worse. I don't know where this is coming from or what's happening. Maybe somebody else can explain it to me, but we've got Ellie out here. Whoa, no free feet. Filming stuff over here. We've got Chloe in the kitchen chugging chocolate milk. You know, at least I can count on Cami to be out here helping me put some shelves up and helping me fix everything up. Holy crap! How's the whole world gone mad? Can't take it anymore, team. Oh, you know what? I guess there are worse places to live. Holy mackerel. You know, usually I say to lick the like button, but if any ladies out there would like to step on it, you know, just for fun, just as a joke. But what if? You know, I don't know what it says about me that I've somehow managed to surround myself with women who all have the same not so secret daydream of becoming Godzilla-sized and stomping us all flat. But what can I say? Introduce a little danger into your life. It makes things interesting. The Brap Star girls may look all cute and cuddly now, but they'll be in for a pretty rough time if they got exposed to any radioactivity that caused some unprecedented growth spurts. Or maybe a really good time, depending on what you're into. What can I say, baby? We are good-hearted villains and dangerous women, with a emphasis on the dangerous women. I don't know if I attract dangerous women or they seek me out. I'll just say this. With my quintet of bodyguard giantesses, I'm very well protected. All right, let's check Bullfrog Brewery. Got any luck here, or is that going to be another no-go? Yeah, they got the lights on, but that doesn't necessarily mean they are open. Oh, the door's open. Oh, success. All right, so what's your very favorite thing about riding on a motorcycle? Riding on the back of a motorcycle, let's say.
Riding on the back of the motorcycle is just being able to hold on to you and look up in the air and just have no thoughts at all, pretty much.
No thoughts at all? So you just experience the landscape as it's going by?
I feel like I'm flying, and you can just imagine that you're just like...
You really have the best experience on the back of a motorcycle.
I do.
It is.
Yeah.
I hope that never goes away. You're still pretty new to riding on the back, so...
I haven't stopped smiling yet.
Every guy wants to hear when he invites a girl on the back of his motorcycle. He wants to hear say stuff like, I just feel safe and I'm smiling and I feel like I'm flying and having fun.
I mean, you do a pretty good job.
When you ride your own bike, do you think you'll miss being on the back?
I will, but then I'm just gonna ask you, like...
You still ride on the back every once in a while?
I'm still gonna make you give me rides.
Right up here at Bullfrog Brewery with the passenger princess, Miss Chloe Cox. Don't be mean to customer service at Brapstar. That's the face you're being mean to. Told you guys earlier, Chloe Cox, along with most of the other Brapstar girls, is one radioactive disaster away from stomping you flat, so be nice. I'm drinking the Pilsner up here at Bullfrog Brewery. Happy they're open. Happy to come here and support a local business. Leave a tip to the bartender back there. Have a beer. That's what I call a win-win-win, baby. The bike wasn't as fast as it could be, so I'm making Chloe eat a salad.
Yeah, right, look at those forms.
Whoa. Dude, you need to chill out.
No. So riding the bike, my forearm was so sore, but like, I can see my veins from the top. I've never seen that before.
Yeah, I've seen some other things that you gripped really hard. If you're not following Chloe Cox on Instagram, you might have missed it, but that was a scary one.
Yeah, that wasn't for everyone.
All right, I got the Roosevelt, but when they put burgers in wraps, I think it's way superior to a bun. Brie, caramelized onions, and smoky ranch. Delicious. Bullfrog Brewery before, I've just never filmed it. This place is actually really cool. The bartender is amazing. The beer is delicious. And it's right down the street from the compound, so we actually come here pretty often. They just told me they have a bike night coming up again and a couple hundred bikes out last time.
Fit in this parking
Dude, I don't know who authorized them to do a bike night without checking with the king first, but you know, I guess we'll come and check it out next time they're having it. Mount up! Glad they're back at work. That's the whole thing. I know a lot of people are saying, don't go out, don't do this. They feel bad for people having to go back at work because houses have been messed up by the hurricane, trying to recover from this. But at the end of the day, people got to go back to work, especially bartenders and waiters who make their money every single day. I'm glad that they're back at work, and it makes me happy to go out and support them. Unfortunately, the economy and bills and everything like that doesn't just stop every time there's a hurricane. Now, all that stuff is still happening. And speaking of, like I said last time, after a disaster, people at grocery stores, people who are giving out food and water and making sure these places are manned, that are providing essentials for people to live, I really think that they deserve the same respect from us as first responders. The cashiers, the people stocking the shelves here at our grocery stores, they deserve our respect, our thanks, and our gratitude for showing up to work and making sure that we can walk into Publix here, get food, water, and everything else we need to actually live. I'm not meaning to take anything away from firefighters or linemen or police officers or paramedics or anything like that. I know you guys are doing very dangerous, thankless jobs and you're helping us out a lot. I just think that our cashiers and the people stocking the shelves here at our grocery stores, they deserve our respect as well. And speaking of, let's grab some beer, because what better way to celebrate having our power back on than live streaming with you guys? Glad Publix is open, although I think that they'll get by just fine whether I spend my dollar there or not. So I don't feel as like my sense of civic duty spending money there. I feel a lot more when I tip the bartender at Bullfrog, but you know, I'm glad they're there. You're in charge of that, Chloe. That's your albatross, okay? Yingling's in between us now? I don't like that at all. All right, let's get the Spanish Inquisition back home, the old FJR. I gotta see if someone's gonna pick it when I pull a winner and give somebody a phone call before I put too many more miles on it, but if nobody picks it, I'm gonna be riding this thing around. Ah, damn, dude. That still underwater, man. Freaking almost a week later, still underwater. That is so sad, man. I guess for people who aren't from around here, it might feel like weird or disrespectful that I can go out and have a good time and laugh and do my thing while also like living down the street from people who have lost everything. But maybe that's just a Florida thing, man. You just kind of get used to this lifestyle, to natural disasters and hurricanes and floods and everything like that. It does suck. I do feel for them. I hate that that happened to them, and my heart goes out to them, and I spend time thinking about it, but I also live my life at the same time. It's just kind of the way things are around here, that you can look at this and say that I still have to get back to living, man. Yeah, that's a pretty good bike. Also, I'd say Chloe's a pretty good passenger princess. Fun games, laughter, motorcycle rides, everything like that aside, we are making this video and we have this bike here for a reason. And that reason is to make a difference in this world. Florida right now has been rocked by 2 hurricanes in a row, specifically this area, the Tampa Bay area. Yep, we're still having the camp out. We're still having it. It's still going on. The more things get back to normal here, the more excited I am and the more confident I am we're gonna have something closer to what we normally do rather than a truncated version of the camp out like I was worried about having before. But the mission remains. Forgotten Angels isn't an organization that throws 2 biker bashes a year. That's not what it does. Forgotten Angels is an organization that helps people. We are bad people doing good things. That's what this house is here for. That's what we're raffling the bikes off for. That's why we do this. We're trying to make a difference in the world, and I've just recently myself figured out that it's actually possible to make a difference in the world. And that's what we're all doing together. None of these raffles, nothing we've ever done with Forgotten Angels has ever left the channel. It's all just been us. It's been all you weirdos out there, all you long-time watchers, all the true believers, the people who always watch the videos. It's nothing but us, and we are making a difference in this world. And yeah, somebody's gonna win a motorcycle. For 25 bucks, someone's winning a bike. Actually, 4 bikes, I guess. Your chances on this one are better than winning your money back on a $25 scratch off. That's for damn sure. But it ain't about the prize, it ain't about the trip to Florida, it's not even about the bike at all. It's about helping somebody who has less than you. That's what we're doing here. That link's down below, make sure you click it. Please don't buy a raffle ticket unless you can absolutely afford it. I don't wanna see anybody stress themselves thin to help somebody else. Now you're just creating 2 problems, so only buy a raffle ticket if you can absolutely afford it, but that link will be down below. We'll be pulling that ticket 9 p.m. Wednesday. Keep the ringers on your phones on, because we're gonna be calling somebody, and it's always a bummer when they don't answer, so make sure you got your phones on, all right? That's gonna about do it for this one. We'll see you in a live stream that's coming up literally right after this video, so see you there in a few minutes, and till then, keep it weird.
Crashing through the sky comes a fearful cry. Shade tree, army. Shade tree, army. Armies of the night, evil taking flight. Shade tree, army. Shade tree, army. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. Panic spreading far and wide. Can the world oppose the deadliest of foes? Shade tree, army. Shade tree, army. Who will risk it all to end the evil call of Shade Tree, army. Shade Tree, army. They never give up, they never say die, walking tall with banners high. Shade Tree Army, a ruthless gang of scum, villains, freaks, and bikers determined to rule the world.